Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks for joining me on the Pixie Dust Designs YouTube channel today. Today we're going to make 2 cards doing some partial die cutting, and I am using some products from the December release and some previously released products. So I'm going to be using the 6x6 Love double-sided paper pad, the Love Gnome music box add-on, and the Valentine Sentiments dies. And I wanted to mention for the first card, I'm going to go ahead and make the card using the Pixie Dust Designs January Color Challenge. If you want to find out more about that, go ahead and head on over to the Facebook group, but it will give you the opportunity to win a $25 store credit or a $25 value of a bundle. So it's a really great challenge, and I'm going to go ahead and try and use those cards that I had up, those colors that I had up on the screen for my first card today. And so I'm going to start with a piece of gray cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5, and I've gone ahead and scored this at 4.25. If you don't want that score line through your partial die cut, just go ahead and use a pencil line and then score it later. I just went ahead and scored it first. So I'm going to put this in my sandwich. I have a Big Shot machine, and I'm going to put this in my sandwich just like I was die cutting a regular die, and I am going to put the top plate over the portion that I want to be cut out, and that's the only portion I'm going to put the plate over so that I get that partial die cut. But I also need the bottom portion to show up as well, and so to do that I am going to go ahead and grab my rubber mat, because basically we're going to be doing some dry embossing with that die now. And so I'm going to take my rubber mat, I'm going to place my cardstock with my die on top, and then I'm going to take out that second piece of the sandwich for the Big Shot, put my top plate on, and run that through my machine, and then it's going to give that really pretty embossed portion of the bottom part of this heart. And then I'll go ahead and remove that heart and fold the card at the score line, and I'm going to end up cutting the bottom portion of this off just so it fits into a standard A2 size envelope. And I also wanted to show, this is what it looks like in the middle. We're going to go ahead and fix that a little bit later so that it doesn't look so unfinished. But I went ahead and I took some of that pattern paper from the 6x6 Love set from Pixie Dust and put that with another die from my stash into the middle of that heart. And now we're going to assemble this cute little gnome. This gnome is from the Love Gnome music box add-on, but you definitely don't have to use it just for the music box. So I'm going to go through and assemble this. And this one is really easy to put together, but I always keep the pictures that I get my dies in just so I can look at it for reference, and so you can see that I was looking at it there, kind of see where to place the hat. And so basically you've got the hat, the envelope, and a few little accessories. So this piece is the nose and the tiny little smiley face, and so I'm going to go ahead and glue that, and then glue the little smiley face, and then we're also going to go ahead and adhere the hands, and so we will do that next. I'm going to put those on either side of that envelope, and then last we're going to add the feet, which I just used the same pattern paper that I used in the hat so that that matches. And so that is the completed gnome. And so we'll go ahead, and this is a white A2 size envelope, and I'm just using it for reference so that I know how far to cut my card. So I just marked it with a pencil, and go ahead and grab my paper trimmer, and we're going to cut off the bottom of that card to make sure that this fits into an envelope. You definitely don't have to do that. You can definitely use a bigger envelope if you don't want to cut that bottom portion off, but I chose to go ahead and do that. And then to kind of clean up the inside so you don't have the open hole where that die cut was placed, I'm going to add a piece of cardstock that measures 2.25 by 5.25 on the inside and also on the back of this card fold. And so I'll go ahead and do that. And then we will start adding the gnome, and the gnome is popped up with some double-sided foam. So I'll go ahead and take the release paper off the back of that, and then trying to figure out the placement to where to put this little guy. And the sentiment that comes with this Love Gnome music box die add-on says hugs and kisses, and so I've stacked that several times and glued all those pieces together and added that to the front of that card. And this is the card in the envelope, so it definitely does fit. So that's going to be the first card. And again, the colors that are on this card are from the Pixi Dust Designs January Color Challenge. For the second card, I'm going to do a partial die cut using a side fold. And so for this one, I've gone ahead and I have taken my ruler and marked a line kind of where I think I want the heart to go over the edge. And we're going to do the same thing. I have added my heart. I'm going to put the plate on the portion that I want cut out. And so you don't have to put this on the edge of your plates, as long as the side that you don't want cut is open and there's not a plate covering it. It's just going to cut out that side piece. And then I'm going to lay that back on there to go ahead and do that dry embossing. And then we need to cut along that pencil line to get the look of that partial die cut. So I'm going to get out my trimmer, and I'm just going to take it and run it right up next to where that heart is cut out. And then I do have to take my scissors to cut off a tiny little piece there so it will fully release from that paper. And that is the partial die cut. So I'll go ahead and take a pencil and erase that pencil line. And I went ahead and assembled this off camera just because it's fairly simple. I just added another cute little gnome there and some of that pattern paper. And those are my two cards for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did like this video, I would love a thumbs up. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the Pixi Dust Designs YouTube channel for lots of inspiration, and head on over to the Facebook group to enter your card into the color challenge for the month of January. I hope to see you there. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.